Garmin Drive 40 LM. I am the only idiot in the United States that owns one of these. Probably. Yeah. Oh my god, this was not cheap. I'm actually going to post the price on this. I'll put a little screenshot up. Now, in the UK, this is, as they say, as cheap as chips. You could get one of these for £25, maybe 20 if it's beat up. This one is in fantastic condition, box and everything. It's not new old stock, but next best thing. And how English is this? Well, this came from Sheffield. Yes. It doesn't get much more English than that. Have I ever been to England? No. The most English thing near me, well, sort of, is the British Emporium, which is in Texas. Yes, that's a real thing. And they have a Doctor Who festival every year, which I have attended twice. Yes. No, I am not what you would call a Whovian, but I've done it. Yes, I did attend it. So, okay. Here she is. Why the hell did I get one of these? Well, okay. As I've said in previous videos, the last 4.3-inch matte screen, actually the last 4.3 period in the United States, was the Nuvi 2497 LMT. But the UK got one more, and this was it. The Drive 40 LM. This is the UK Ireland version. And where are we? There we are. I did go update the maps on this. I mean, I put in the OpenStreetMap stuff, but yes, this did download all of UK Ireland. Lifetime Maps still works, even though I am in the United States, in Texas. I plugged it into Garmin Express and it went ahead and downloaded the UK maps. Nice. Very nice. So I've got Foursquare in Ireland and UK. The very first question anyone would have, at least I would assume so, is can you look up locations by postcode? Now, for those of you that don't know what those are, postcodes are awesome. They really are, because they have them in Canada too. Although I don't know if the Canadian Garmin maps support postcodes, but I know the UK ones do. Instead of typing this long address, like a few videos back I showed how to get a really short, quotation fingers, address out of just coordinates, because we don't do postcodes in the United States. Yes, we have zip codes. We have zip +4, but it's not national. Not every location has it, which is why you cannot look up addresses by it. But in the UK, you can go where to, address, and right there, you can go by postcode, which is just a beautiful thing. So if I go ahead and put one in here, which will be Anderton's Music in, where is that? Guildford. 4RF, I think that's it. GU14R, yes. Go. And go. And I'm going to show you something else about this, which is two things, actually, which is another reason why I wanted it. Here we go. From Sheffield.
In 100 yards, turn right onto Haymarket, then take the first right. Turn right onto Haymarket, then take the first right.
Okay, are you gonna head onto... Yes, it's going to the M1, okay.
Turn right at the traffic light, then take the second left.
And here's the first thing I'll show you is... once it shows up. And there it is.
Turn left onto Fitzgerald Square.
an on-map turns list. The only 4.3. The only one. Actually, let me
In
mute.
a quarter of a mile, turn left onto Harmer Lane, then take the first left.
Mute. Okay, there we go. I cannot get a 4.3 with an on-map turns list except for this one. This is it. We never had this in the United States. Never did. But the UK got it. And I'm like, I want that. I want that so bad. And yes, now I have it. And it cost me a pretty penny to get it. But, And the other reason, now this is something that was actually did show up in North American models, but we have it here as well, is a 4.3 inch that can do portrait mode. Nice. That's just, I like that a lot. Let me just go back to the way I had it. Put that up. Turns. This thing is surprisingly legible, and the screen is relatively bright. Not quite as bright as the new V40, but real close. Real close. This does not have voice control. Obviously, it will not do. No, it doesn't have any traffic reporting. Like in the UK, they have traffic over DAB, and over here, it's over FM or HD FM. For models that support it, this one does not, because as you will notice, yeah, it does not say built-in traffic receiver. Does not have it. It's okay. I knew that before getting it, because even if it did have traffic, I couldn't. If it had DAB, that doesn't exist here in the United States. So, but I am pleased as all get out to have this thing, because it's the last 4.3, the real last one. As far as I am aware, this thing, I don't think it was any 4.3 inch models after this. This was it. This was it. And that's all you had. Now, it's all blue and whatnot because, well, first it's set to the United Kingdom locale. I can Americanize this so I can have this as green up here if I want to. And the map, well, that is set to United Kingdom. Yeah, there it is. So if I set this just to regular Garmin, then it looks like what people in the US are used to seeing. But I'm going to go back to the UK because this is all about having a UK model. There is more contrast to the roads when using the United Kingdom theme. I have not road tested this yet, but it got a GPS signal, no problem. It works here. It totally does. And this is where I can go back to maps now. Now, I did put in my maps. I mean, it doesn't show the label, but I put in the SAT 103 maps. Of course it works on this. I put in a 32 gig micro SD, no problem. Oh, I should note something about this. Because UK Ireland is so much smaller compared to the United States, if you get one of these in the UK and drive in the UK and Ireland, you do not need a memory card. You don't need it. You can just get one of these as is, update the maps, and you're done. That's nice. I like that because over here, because in the United States, because there's so much more land, there's a lot more map data, and that absolutely does require putting in a 32 gig card, especially to do United States, Canada, and Mexico. All of that, yeah, you absolutely need the card. But for UK, Ireland, nope. You don't need it, and you get all the stuff. You get everything. That is just cool. So, Yeah, you get all the postcode lookups. Um, it does have. I should note this too. Where is it? Yeah, in the proximity alerts, it has a bunch of them in here. I think it's just like a starter version of it where it'll say, oh, there's a red light camera here, there's a red light camera there. Would I trust it? No. That would be better for a smartphone app, honestly. Yeah, it's got Garmin safety cameras in it, but how detailed is that? Yeah. Again, I wouldn't trust it because it probably doesn't have anywhere near as enough data as you would want driving around in the UK. Mm. But for basic navigator in a nice small package, oh, this is good. I wish we got this in the US. I wish we did. I mean, well, yeah, I have one now, but still. I had to import this all the way from the UK, wait 2-3 weeks to get it. And, finally got here.
And there was much rejoicing.
Totally works. Surprisingly legible. Oh, and you know what? I'll just end it on this note here. Okay, so this is a Drive 40. I believe most people, and I'm talking UK residents and Ireland residents, would probably be a lot happier with it if you're going for an inexpensive model like this. Well, inexpensive for you guys, I should say, is a Drive 50. Get the 5-inch. I wanted the 4.3 for the reasons I said before. It's the last of the last. It's the best of the last. It's got the turns list. It's got the portrait view, so I can turn it vertical. And it's just neat. Oh, and yeah, now I have complete access to the UK maps. It's not like I can do anything with them. But yeah, now I've got, I can load that into map source and, what's the other one? Basecamp and such. It's just nice. For a little bang around unit though, yeah, I am liking this thing. And if I go, actually, does it show the, one of these should show it, maybe. Oh, they're good. Yeah, it does show it. Nice. So it does have the junction view for UK. Yep, there's another one. I mean, yeah, you can see it on video and it's legible here, but in person, I doubt you could read this. Even if your eyesight's 20/20, I seriously doubt you could read that because the screen is small. Bear in mind, 4.3 diagonal. Yeah, I don't think you could read that at all. But, it does show this. This is large. You can read this part. It looks nice. It looks nice. Not animated, but still. You know what? Actually, I don't know if it actually has the animations. I don't think so. No, I don't think it has the animated lane assist on the right side. But it's got the speed warnings up here when it's about to drop the speed limit from, this one is 70 to 60. It's all there. It's all there. You could do worse. You could do worse. Yeah, so I paid way too much for this. Oh, God. So, I never say this, but, if you want to drop a super thanks on this one, I would appreciate it. You don't have to, because, well, I am the one that made the dumb decision to get one of these, and so I did. And I hope you enjoy it. If you get one yourself. Again, I think you should get a Drive 50 instead of the 40, just because, this is, I mean, it's legible but small. So, nifty. So that's it. Drive 40 LM. I own it now.